Good morning, good morning. Welcome back to my channel. It's an Amber thing. I am Amber. So I'm just getting comfortable. It's kind of quiet in my house right now because everybody's still asleep. I just woke up and kind of just wanted to jump on and share some things with you because I was in kind of some deep thought last night and some things kind of came up and I started typing away like on my notepad on my phone, and there were just some things that I wanted to share with you with regards to disfellowshipping and some of the things that I've been going through and probably some of the things that you go through too. So give me just a second because I'm going to try and log in on my computer so I can see comments and things like that. Um, but yeah, I'm back. Okay, let's see. Just give people a chance also to kind of join us or join me. Let's see. I literally just woke up, so this is what it looks like. Let's go YouTube. Okay, let's see. Home. See if I can get in here so I can look to see what's happening. Okay, there we go. And it starts with an ad. I think I'm gonna have to take that off. It's not doing any good whatsoever to have ads on here. Not any good. Skip ad. So the topic of today's video is the destructive nature of disfellowshipping. And some of the things that had come to me last night were kind of started in my mind because yesterday was my sister's birthday. And my sister is one of Jehovah's Witnesses. But no matter what, every single year, even though we don't talk on a regular basis, and I really miss that, we at least, we're friends on Instagram. So at least on Instagram, we'll send each other an inbox that says, I'm so happy you were born, so many years ago this day. So we don't say happy birthday, and I don't say it to her because I don't want to disrespect her. And she doesn't say it obviously because she's not allowed, but we always recognize one another's birthdays. And we're the only two out of the family who do that. My mom, my stepdad, my brother, like that, it just doesn't happen. But with the two of us, we always make sure that we let each other know that we remember and that, we say, I love you. I get a little teary-eyed because I miss her. I miss my family so much. And I'm not going to cry, but this was some of the things that was coming to my head last night when I was thinking about this, and I'm going to just jog over here because I see some comments are coming up, but I can't see them, so let's see if I can get onto this video the right way. Oh, there we go. Hey, Marvin. Let's see. Hi, Sally. So I was thinking about this, and it was like, I sent that message, and I'd gone to the beach yesterday. You guys saw that video, and I had gotten home really late. So I was laying in bed and I was like kind of going through some of my social media that I hadn't gone through all day because heaven forbid go a day without social media. And I remembered, oh my goodness, I had actually wished my sister a happy birthday a day early. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's, I don't know. I'm not going to say it's old age or anything like that because, I'm just not going to say it. But I got the day wrong. Ooh. So I was like, I told her on the 9th, I'm so happy you were born, so many years ago this day. I just wanted you to know I love you. And she's like, okay, except for you missed, wasn't the right day. So yesterday I got home really late and it was like 5 minutes to midnight. And I was like, oh my goodness, I have to let her know. So I got on her Instagram and I inboxed her and I just said, just in time, but I did not forget you. I've been at the beach all day and I just wanted you to know I'm so happy you were born so many years ago on this day. I love you. And I started thinking about the whole process of how much I cannot stop this. I'm such a big baby. Just pretend like I'm not tearing up at all. But sometimes I sit and I wonder, like, does she think about me? Does she miss me like as much as I miss her? And then I started to think about, the fact that within the organization, we're replaced. We're replaced, with our families. I remember being, when I was in the organization, whenever there was a need, and you probably all remember this too, whenever there was a need with a family within the organization, we would rush to fill those needs. If somebody had passed away, we would, come in and make sure that there was lots of love that was given. I remember on several occasions being approached by others in the congregation saying, this family particularly has a need. Their daughter was just disfellowshipped, or their sister was just disfellowshipped. Make sure that that you fill those needs, basically. And I started thinking about that a little bit, and I was just like really like kind of wow about that, because she probably really, not that she doesn't miss me, because I'm sure she does, but she probably doesn't sit and think about, how much she misses me like I do with her, because I don't have a replacement. She has brothers and sisters that are in the organization that fill those needs. So it's almost like it becomes an out of sight, out of mind kind of thing. And I think that's really a lot how they deal with some of that stuff. Like, they don't have to deal with it, because for them it isn't completely real, because they have brothers and sisters within the organization. So I'm just gonna look down at my notes, because I was writing all of this really late at night, and it was just really coming to me very strong about, the messages that I wanted to relay about this. But my phone won't stop either. Let's see. So they literally replace us. And it makes it easier, I think, for our families to detach, for them to be able to keep us at bay or keep us away, because they still have a family. They make the organization their family, to whereas us, we come out of it, we wake up, we come out, and if, let's just say we had family that was in the organization, outside of the organization, we were probably really never allowed to be with them anyway. So there was really no like family love, or not that there wasn't family love, but there probably weren't close bonds. So when you come out of the organization, those people that were your family, you never had close ties with, you were never bonded with, are probably really still, you're not close to. So you come out and you're utterly alone. And it makes it really difficult, because you're sitting outside of this organization and you're utterly alone, but it's the construct of the organization. They do all of this stuff very purposely. I'm going to read this and then we'll talk about it. So this was just out of, what I was thinking about last night, but I put, the organization replaces your blood relatives if you're not in it. My sister doesn't miss having a sister, because she has sisters. They literally replace us. So that explains why it's much easier to detach. It becomes an out of sight, out of mind thing. It's almost robotic. So that need for that sisterly bond, that we had as young children, it's replaced. It's filled within that organization. As where we, and I mean those of us who were born in, and I think it just really goes for everybody though, where their whole family is in, or most of them anyway. See, what happens is they were kept separate from all of their family members who were not in. So when we wake up, we literally have no one. The shunning is built to emotionally destroy us. It's hard being alone in the world. We are meant to become depressed. It's why some of us end up back in, or why others of us die with suicide. We are so utterly alienated by those we are kin with, therefore creating a longing, which is that void which causes one of two things: for us either to go back or for us to become so overwhelmed with depression that sometimes really bad things happen. Let's see. And then they add a layer to the programming, and that was to get into our psyche and to have us question all we do in our day-to-day lives. But how could we not be this way? We were never allowed to think for ourselves. So now, one, we are on the outside of the family or the organization. Two, we're alone. And three, they've created cognitive dissonance within us. And it's all just a recipe for failure. So we look at, and then they turn around after they've done this to us. They turn around and they make examples of us. And they say, oh, you know, look, and I'm just saying this name doesn't mean anything, but oh, look at little Jeannie, you know, she left Jehovah and now she's so alone and so depressed and nobody wants to be that. And so it's kind of like a construct to keep you all on the inside, or to keep us all on the inside. It's to scare the flock and to keep them in submission. And then they add to it because they make everything so very extra. You know, so if we're alone and we're depressed, then we must be, you know, on drugs or, you know, doing something awful in life, you know, and they have to make an example of that to the entire organization, which then, you know, when we see people in public, they're like, you know, that person that's not with us anymore, they're really bad, you know, they're really bad. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to read some of these comments though. Hi, Linda. Hi, Lewis. Let's see. It's a super, you know, like Linda said, it's okay to show the pain, you know, of missing somebody in the organization. It's really difficult, you know, like I'm sure every single one of us, you know, some of us have some family that we've been able to come out to, and then there's others of us who absolutely don't have anybody. Like for me, oh, you're awake? Mm-hmm. Brayden just woke up. For me, it's just me. You know, I don't have my mom anymore. And actually, I mean, I don't have her the way I used to. We've actually been talking a little bit more most recently. We've had a couple of like, and when I say talking a little more, I mean like text messages, but that's still something. So, hey, I'll take it. I was really a little bit disappointed too, because I just got a new car. Woo! And so I was going to take a trip down to Southern California where my mom is. And I had asked her, you know, if I come down, I always have to try and make things, you know, like I have to go around the actual what I'm wanting. But I asked her, hey, you know, if I come down, do you think you would be able to make some time to see the boys? And, you know, she said, yes, absolutely. So I was pretty excited because to me, in my mind, that meant, well, you'll take time to see me and the boys. But I didn't say that. And so I had messaged her and I was planning on going down this weekend. And she was like, no, it's not going to be a good weekend. I have a 3-day assembly. And I'm like, those darn assemblies. So then I asked her, you know, well, what if I come on like Thursday? And then that, you know, you can see the boys for a couple hours on Thursday, and then we'll just return home on Friday and you have your entire weekend for your assembly. And she said no, that she would be getting ready for her assembly and that wouldn't be, you know, the best time. It's something that's always like truly bothered me as well, because it's something that I've experienced from the time I was a very young girl, is that there's never any time for anything but the meetings, preparing for the meetings, the assemblies, preparing for the assemblies, or service or study, or, you know, something like that. So I was really disappointed that I wasn't going to get to see her, because it's really, honestly, I've been like having a lot of anxiety over, you know, like days are going by, weeks are going by, months are going by, years are going by, and all this time is going by and I don't see her and I don't really get to talk to her. And so I feel like, what if she's not there and I don't get to see her again? You know, so I get a lot of anxiety about that. And it's really sad. You know, it's really sad. Like, she is literally all I have. Like, I have my children and my family, and that's it. Like, I don't associate with, you know, a lot of people. So it's just really difficult, but I am grateful. I have to say, I am grateful that I actually just get to text back and forth, because a lot of people don't even have that. A lot of people get cut off so utterly, completely, that, you know, they don't get to wish their sister a happy you were born day, or, you know, text their mom and get a response, or, you know, those kinds of things. So for those things, I am grateful. But it was just like laid upon me last night so heavily, you know, just about how destructive this disfellowshipping is. It is really, really meant to and geared towards making you depressed so that you return. Like, you are cut off from everything when you're within this organization. Everything out there is meant to be scary, and I just mean out into the world. Everything out there is meant to be scary. It's going to disappear one day. You're not going to have it one day. One day it will all be destroyed, you know, and so you have to be right here. And they mentally destroy you there. And then when you finally wake up and leave, they mentally destroy you there. They ravish you because you have all of these insecurities, because you've never been allowed to think for yourself. So that carries out into your everyday life and all the decisions you make. And I mean, I know I can't be alone in this. I know that there have to be others that just utterly, like, second guess most of everything that you do, because you didn't have to think for yourself before. It was not allowed. So that cognitive dissonance that they create within you is the destroyer of everything. So anyways, I guess this isn't going to be a really long video, but I just did want to get on and say hello to everybody. I have missed speaking to all of you. I've just been super busy with, I mean, it's summertime, so the kids are home from school. I've been really trying to throw myself into work, and to be really quite honest with you, I was in that group, Walk with Jehovah. Remember, I was getting on and I was kind of sharing some things with you, some posts and things like that with you from that group. I was just kind of like always, whoa, taken back by the things that were taking place in this group, and all of the non-love that is flung all over the place in this group by the witnesses themselves. I just became really depressed. I guess I thought I could handle it. I thought I could go in there and I could be like, you know, some kind of light, kind of like put some things out there, maybe kind of like help somebody wake up. But it was so overwhelming that I had to come out of the group. I had to take myself out of the group. I felt myself like just nosediving into depression, seeing all of the hatred that is displayed in these groups. I mean, in this group that's supposed to be of witnesses, they're supposed to be so loving and so, you know, and it was just disgusting, to be quite honest. So I took myself out of the group, and I just really felt myself go into this like really deep depression about, I mean, just like, I guess it kind of started with that, and then it just kind of like spread out to everything. And so I picked myself up. I know it doesn't look like that right now, but I did. I picked myself up and I kind of just threw myself into work. And I've been just really like trying to focus on something else, because I can't stay in a depressed state. Like, I have things to do, children to raise, and so many other reasons in the world to be happy. So I thought, you know, I'm going to take some time off. I'm going to gather myself. I'm going to, you know, make sure that everything is going well here before I get on camera again and start talking. But I want to come back. I do want to spend time with you. I do want to be able to talk about these things. I just couldn't for a minute. But I am back. The kids are going back to school, not this week, but next week. So I will have plenty of time to be on camera where it's nice and quiet and where I can gather my thoughts and have good conversation with everybody. And yeah, I don't know if you guys have seen any of Marvin's videos. He has, there was a, oh my goodness, I'm going to forget what it's called. He did a video with somebody else just recently. I think his name was Michael. I think. I'm not positive. It was a really good video. So if you haven't, jog over to I am MKT. Take a look at that video. I haven't really been on YouTube very much. Like I will get on and I'll like post, like do posts, because for me that's safe. For me that's safe. So I've been doing that, but I haven't been really getting on like watching too many videos most recently. So I'm going to start doing that again so that I can be up on things and know what's going on, because I'm really kind of out of the loop with a lot of things right now. But while I'm here, I'm going to just open it up. If you guys have any questions, please let me know. I'm going to look over at the comments right now, see what we got going on. Let's see. Linda James says, Amber, we were taught that we made the wrong choices. It will lead to death and destruction. Yep. That's not true. We gain our wisdom through the results of our choices, good or bad. That's so true. That really is very true. We do. I mean, we live and learn, right? It's part of living. Learning is a part of living. So, oh, I love that, Linda, in Orange County. I am going to be going there soon, probably within the next couple of weeks. Hopefully there isn't a 3-day assembly after this one for a while, and I can go and visit. Oops, where'd it go? There we go. Let's see. Move that. Hi, Stacy. Oops, my computer's not letting me go down. I can't see any more comments. Oh, here we go. Wait. Alrighty. Well, I think I'm going to let you all go for today. I have enjoyed this short amount of time that we've spent together. Please don't count me out. I'm coming back. Like I said, I love talking to you all. I just needed to gather myself, and sometimes we just need to allow ourselves to heal a little bit on our own. And that's what I had to do. But I'm doing better now. I'm doing better now. I miss my family so much, but I'm doing better. So I'm going to sign off. Thank you all for watching. If there's anything that I can do to add support or value to you, please let me know. Make sure you inbox me at avlog82@gmail.com, or you can leave me any questions or comments in the comment section. I always make sure that I reply to those comments, and that I make sure that I acknowledge them so that you know that I'm paying attention. Thank you for watching. Thank you all. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.